for later. So yeah, find that seat and feel the breath. This breath that allows us to talk and laugh and be and move, and let's feel it with awareness right now in this time. We're going to use our Thursdays together to really cultivate our loving kindness meditation. We just started, so you're right on time. So finding that seat. And this loving kindness is something we can take with us off the mat. As we move today, just being aware of the breath and aware of the present moment. And today is a new moon, so we'll do some moon salutations. And our moon energy, our new moon energy, is a beautiful time for setting intentions. The new moon used to be a time to plant, and the full moon was to harvest. So perhaps planting an intention in the fertile soil of our hearts this morning. Then on an inhale, let's pause at the top. And then exhale, let it go. And then we'll inhale to extend our arms out. And as we extend, really feel it extend out the shoulder to the fingertips. The arms are nice and long, the longest that they've felt today. And then we'll inhale to bring them up. Let's exhale to send that right hand kind of behind the back, and the left arm comes onto that elbow, and just press the arm kind of back and down, opening up the arm. Hello. The back of the arm, you're right on time. And then we can inhale, reach them up, and then float them down. Maybe make a couple circles with the head. And then bringing the arms back up again. This time bending that left arm, and the right hand comes on, onto that elbow, pressing it back and down. Sometimes I have my chin to my chest, or have it straight. Just notice where you might get the most benefit out of this stretch. And then let's send the arm up again and bring the arms apart, floating them down. Nice, guys. Then bring our arms out in front. Maybe the right arm on the bottom. Give ourselves a hug. Tuck that chin to the chest. Maybe rounding, and our elbows kind of coming towards the leg as we round the spine. And we'll inhale, bring the shoulders back over the hips, extending our arms out again. The longest that we've had them, even longer than the first time we extended just a couple moments ago. Then bring the left arm underneath, the right arm on top. Yes, and then rounding, bringing the elbows towards those ankles, maybe chin to the chest. Maybe even rock side to side this time. And then we'll bring the shoulders and the head up. Good, guys, extending the arms out. Then bring the hands down to the ground. Bring that right arm behind the back. So the back of the arm is on the low back, and the right palm faces back. Find the elbow crease of the left arm. Open the shoulders back, heart comes forward, and then bring the head over to that right shoulder. So the arm behind us is just kind of there to open up the chest more, and we hold on to that left arm to give us a little bit of leverage on that right shoulder. And let's bring that gaze over the left shoulder, stopping anywhere along the way to open the side of the neck. And then bring the chin, nose, and eyes forward. Let that right hand come down and out, opening up the arms again, maybe rotating palms up and palms down. Yeah, and then bring the arms down. Bring the left arm behind the back. Bring the right arm in so the left hand finds the right elbow crease. And then on your own time, glancing over that left shoulder, pausing anywhere along the way. If you notice like a catch in your neck, stop there and breathe into it. Let the heart lift and go forward. But don't round that low back. Try to keep the back as neutral as you can. And then we'll exhale to bring the gaze over that right shoulder. Noticing the left top of the shoulder and the left side of the neck open maybe. And bring the gaze forward. And let's release our hands down. Bring them up over, put the palms up and down, all the way to the top, kind of rolling shoulders, rolling wrists. And then exhale, fall forward like a waterfall, going over the edge of a big rock. And let's meet it in tabletop. When we get to tabletop, maybe sway the hips side to side, to the left and to the right. Maybe really letting them drop over to open up like the side of the glute, the side of the hip. And after a little bit of movement, maybe rocking back and forth, the shoulders go over the wrists, the hips kind of go back towards the heels. Just kind of getting some movement in all directions, maybe even making some circles with the heart. So going over to the left and forward and over to the right. Maybe switching directions, retracing that circle, opposite way, drawing belly button to spine. And then let's find some stillness with our shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. And now let's ground through knees, ground to the top of the feet and the knees. We'll inhale to extend the right leg back. So tuck the pelvis so the spine isn't dipping down. It's kind of neutral. Reach through the back with that right heel. Then maybe you lift it up so then we do have a little bit of a back extension. You can lower it down, finding a little neutral spine. And just go back and forth. This is kind of opening that low back. Foot in line with the hip, and then that heel goes up so the stomach kind of drops. Just do it a couple times. And one more time, up with the heel, and then bring it back down. Feel that neutral spine as you extend out from the hip to the knee to the ankle. Now bring that knee in. Bring the knees a little bit wider than the hips. Walk the hands a little bit more forward so they're not quite underneath the shoulders. Now bend the elbows. Let's lower down our chin, our heart to the ground. Exhale to press up and sit back in child's pose. Really extend through the arms. Again, the longest that we've had them today. Now up again, so shoulders come up. The hands are still in front of the shoulders. Bend the elbows, lower down the chin to the floor, heart to the floor. And then exhale, press it up. And let's walk the hands underneath the shoulders again. Bring the knees under the hips if they were a little bit wide. And then we'll inhale to extend through that left leg. So feel a little bit of neutral spine. And then lift that heel up and feel a little compression in the low back. Then lower so the ankle, knee, hip are in line. And then lift the foot. And then back. So you're noticing a little pelvic tuck and tilt, right? So up with the foot and back to neutral, tucking the pelvis, tilt, foot goes up. And now bring it back to neutral. Lower that knee down. Bring the knees apart just a little bit. Walk the hands forward. Bend the elbows, the chin to the ground. Nice job, guys. Exhale, press it up. Send it back, child's pose. Inhale, rolling forward. Bending elbows, lowering down, chin to the floor. Exhale, press it up. And then sit back in child's pose. Letting out a sigh. Here we are. Imagine that intention that we planted in the fertile soil of our hearts. Imagine it here, just rooting down. And our practice is going to cultivate a nourishing environment for that intention to come to fruition. One more breath in and out. And then on an exhale, we'll roll up and back into our Adho Mukha Svanasana, finding our first downward facing dog of our class. Maybe the feet are really wide, offering the backs of the legs to really open. And heart reaching for the thighs. Maybe you shake the head or nod the head, moving it side to side, and just letting it be heavy. Just move like that ball and socket that it is. One more breath. Exhale, sigh. We'll inhale, step our right foot forward. Let the left foot stay back on the ball of that left foot. And then we'll rise up, Asha Chandrasana, crescent lunge. And then we'll let the hands flow out to the side, palms up to the sky. Breathing in and receiving whatever we need for our day. Bring the hands to the hips, and with control, let's step it forward. Left foot meets the right, let's sit right down in our chair. So tuck that pelvis. You can have the hands on the hips, or maybe you want to lift them up to the sky. So find whatever variation with the arms that you want. Pause there for a breath. That pelvis is tucked. So the sacrum is down and the navel is up. Now exhale to bring hands to the heart, grounding to the left foot. Now step the right foot back for crescent lunge. Inhaling to rise. Really lifting up out of the ball of the foot. Long fingers, long arms. Breathing in and out. And now let's exhale, lower down the hands, bending the foot, bring the right foot down, or right knee down, top of the right foot down, and then rise up and lift the arms back up. So we're in our Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Then breathe and let the hands come out to the side. And then we'll just exhale to open up towards the right side. Really extending through the arms. Really good, guys. Breathe in. Maybe we exhale to bring that right hand towards that right calf and reach the left arm up. We don't have to touch the calf, but we're just reaching back, a little back bend. And then exhale to bring the arms out straight. Again, in our little twist, inhale. And then exhale, bring the arms so the palms face forward, arms out like a T. Now maybe bring the hands on top of the thighs as we begin to bring that right heel towards the glute. A little opening in the front of that right leg. And now if you want, you can bring that right arm behind. Catch the foot, and maybe lift up out of the hips just a little bit more. Maybe notice the difference in the body if you let go of that foot, but still reach back. Or if you find the foot. A little more passive if you have the foot. The leg is more active if it's just reaching. One more breath. And then lower down that foot, arms reach for the sky. Frame that front foot on an exhale, curl the toes under, step the left foot back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in and out. Connecting to our breath. Connecting to the present moment via the breath. And on an inhale, stepping the right foot forward, then lowering that left knee down. And then when you're ready, rising up with the arms out like a T. Letting that pelvis kind of sink, opening up the front of that left leg. Nice job, guys. Breathe in. And on an exhale, twisting over to the left, arms reaching out nice and long. Nice. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe on an exhale, you send that left hand towards the calf and the right arm towards the sky. It doesn't have to touch the calf, but just reaching back enough to feel a little bit of activity in that low back. Breathe in. Exhale, open up wide, back into arms like a T, and then back to the front, heart shines forward. Nice job. Bring the hands down. And let's sweep them back, and then maybe we send that left heel towards the glute. You can bring that right hand to the thigh. Maybe the left hand finds the foot and you kick the foot into the hand. Or maybe you just reach that hand back towards the foot. A little bit different sensation if you have the foot in the hand or you don't. And now let's slowly lower that foot down. Bring the arms up. Extend through from the hips to the armpits, armpits to sky. Nice job, guys. Then exhale, frame the foot. Curl the left toes under. Let's pause here in a low lunge. And then step that left foot forward. Let's hang out in our Uttanasana. Maybe grab opposite elbows and sway side to side. Maybe like that downward facing dog. We let the head move side to side. We can nod the head yes, shake the head no. And now release those hands down. Bend the knees and we're going to rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, bring those hands in front of the heart. Maybe connect with the beating of our hearts. Pausing for a breath. And then another one. One breath in. Our exhale lets our hands come down to our side. And then we'll turn and face the long edge of our mat, moving into our moon salutation. So I'm not going to mirror you. I'm going to go, when I say right side, it'll be my right side, so it might look opposite for you, but that's just a little less confusing, I think. But we'll start with our arms reaching up to the sky. And then ground through those feet. Palms can be together or they can be apart. We'll go over to the left. Little side bend, and through the middle, over to the right. Nice job. Back to the middle with the hands. Then step the feet nice and wide. Bring the arms out like a T. Utthita Tadasana. Breathing in. And then exhale, pivot that right foot towards the short edge. Send the right arm out and then down, coming into Trikonasana. So the right hand on the inside of that leg. The left arm can reach up to the sky. If you want, you can bring that right arm out underneath the ear. Finding your triangle pose. Breathe in. Now exhale, bring that left hand down to meet the right. Bend the right knee. Pivot the left foot. So now we're in our crescent lunge. We'll pause here with the arms maybe down. If you want to lift the heart and the arms, you can. Either way, we'll be here for a couple breaths in our crescent lunge. Nice job, guys. Now lower the arms if you have them lifted. And then on an exhale, bring those feet to face the long edge again. We'll come into our side lunge. So over to the right, maybe hands in prayer, or you can bring your hands to the ground. Skandasana. Good. Nice job, guys. Breathe in. Now exhale, bring everything to the center. Pivot the toes out. Sit down in our goddess squat. Maybe hands in prayer or on your thighs. Yes. Utthita Konasana. Really nice job, guys. Maybe close the eyes. Feeling into that feminine energy of the moon, of the goddess within. And then exhale, kind of straighten the legs just enough to pivot the feet. And then bend over to the left for our side lunge on the other side. Our breath here to guide us through our movements, and our movements to tie our body to the breath. And we'll exhale, lower those hands, pivot the feet towards the short edge. So now we're in our crescent lunge on the other side. Let the heart hover, the hands can hover. Or you can rise up and reach for the moon in the sky. Or you can ground with your heart and hands hovering over the earth here. Couple breaths wherever you're at. Let's pivot that right foot down, straighten that front leg. Bring the left arm down if you haven't lifted, and just bring the right arm to sky. We're in Trikonasana, again on the other side. Send that right hip back, right shoulder back, opening up the heart. And any variation with the arms. Maybe you're catching this new moon in your hands or the head. One more breath. Let's exhale, bring it up to the top. Pivot the feet towards the long edge. Extend out with the arms. Extended mountain pose. Maybe close the eyes. Feel the prana in the body, the little movement of energy flowing through our being. Step the feet together, hands meet above the head. Good, over to the left. Nice job, in through the middle. Over to the right. And back to the middle. We're gonna do this again. So we'll step out nice and wide, extended mountain pose. Good. Pivot that right foot towards the short edge, finding your triangle pose, reaching with the right arm out. And maybe the right arm comes down or it comes below that right ear. Good. Now exhale, bring that hand down if it's not already. The left hand comes to meet the right, bending the right knee, pivoting onto the ball of the left foot, finding our crescent lunge. Lifting the arms or letting them hover. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. You can bring the hands to the top of the thighs or to the floor as we pivot the feet back towards the long edge and find our side lunge, Skandasana. Good. You can lift the heart, or you can bow over that leg. Nice job, ladies. On an exhale, we come into goddess squat. So pivot to the middle. Change the position of the feet if you need to, and then sit down. Breathing in. Breathing out with awareness. Deep breath in. Exhale, breathe out as we pivot the feet just enough so we can sit over in that side lunge on the other side with our feet stable. Good job. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, you can bring the hands to the earth if you need a little support as we pivot again into our crescent lunge. So feet face the short edge. You can lift the heart, let it hover, or you can lift the heart all the way and let it extend light forward. Really pressing through the ball of that back leg. So the right leg is active and the left foot also grounds. Breathe in. Exhale, pivot that right foot down. Straighten the left leg. Bring the arms down to frame the leg. The left arm in the front of that leg and the right arm goes up. Triangle pose. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale, whenever you come to your next one, bring the arms out like a T, pivot the feet towards the long edge. Extended mountain pose. Our mountain pose helps us ground and reset. So ground here. Breathe it in. And then we'll exhale to step the feet together, sweep the arms up to the sky. Nice, and then little bend over to the left. Bring your breath through the middle. Then exhale it out the other side. And then back to the middle. And then bring the hands down in front of the heart. Maybe close the eyes. And with our new moon in the sky, we don't see it up there. So as it slowly starts to appear again, a little sliver, and then a little bit bigger sliver than a half, and then a little bit less than full, and then full, let that be a reminder of our intention that's growing at its own time. but it's growing. Let's inhale to sweep our hands up. Exhale to float them down, and then we'll come back so we stand towards the short edge again. So flip it back to normal, not on the long edge. Sweep the arms up. Step that left foot back, ground through the right foot, lower that left knee. Then we're going to go right into our Hanumanasana as we straighten the front leg and then bow over that long leg. Hands come to the ground, maybe to the top of that right thigh. Flex the feet towards the face. And breathe in. And breathe out. Now an option, if you want to lower the hands down and then bring them over to the side of the leg so they're on that long edge of the mat, on the right side of the leg. And if you're noticing a little bit different stretch behind the leg, if you have, instead of them framing the leg, they're on the right side. Breathe in. Breathe out. And one more breath in. And then exhale to bring the hands to frame the leg. Bring that right foot forward, knee over the leg. Bring the left foot up. Left hand on the inside of the right foot on a block or the ground. And maybe you bring the right hand to the sky for a little twist. The block is always there to support us. Breathe in. Exhale, bring that hand down. Frame the foot, but step the right foot back, coming into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog again. And let's move that head around. Shaking yes, nodding no, or however that goes. And now let's lower down our knees, our chest and our chin. Come down to the earth. Inhale, lifting the heart of the chest. Let the hands hover. Let's hang out here in our baby cobra. Just a breath. And another one. Now press down and lift it up and back for Adho Mukha Svanasana again. Another way to reset the body in this amazing pose. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, step that foot forward, the left foot forward this time. Right knee comes down. And then extend that left leg long as we send the right hip back. Find our Ardha Hanumanasana. I'm going to bring my block over here because sometimes my left leg is a little tighter than my right. So I'm just going to have some support here. Breathe in. And breathe it out. And then your next exhale, maybe bring both those hands to the left side of the mat. So they're not framing the leg anymore, but they're on that left side. Accessing a different part of the back of the leg. And anything that might be hiding there, emotions or thoughts. Breathe in. Extending this loving kindness to ourselves throughout our practice. One more breath in. Exhale to breathe it out and frame that foot again. Bring the left foot down. And this time, instead of coming back, we're going to come forward. So let's bring the ball of the right foot up, lifting the right leg. And then let's step the right leg forward to meet the left. Sit back in our chair, extending the arms up or maybe out to the side, tucking that sacrum down. The navel comes up. Little tilt, breathe in. And then exhale to rise up to stand. Wiggling out the legs, bringing the hands down to the side. Now from here, let's ground into our left foot. So really find that stability. Maybe like as if that left foot were that mountain that we're grounding. And then bring that right hand, or that right foot to the glute. Just like we did before. Now let's find that right foot with the hand. So maybe we need to hinge forward. And if you can't quite find it with the hand, we can use a strap. So I'll show with a strap. But maybe catch that right foot with the hand. And then bring the left arm forward and pull that right leg back for our Natarajasana, King Dancer pose. Breathe in and out. One more breath. Now exhale, bring that knee and the arm back to midline and step the foot down to the ground. If you have a strap, keep it in the other hand, or if you don't need it, just let it fall. Now ground into the right foot, bend that left leg, the left heel towards the glute. Maybe find the left foot in the hand. Kick the hand or the foot into the hand. And then when you're ready, maybe lean it forward and sweep the right arm up. Our king dancer pose. Coming before the king. And dancing our little hearts out. One more breath. Exhale, bring that knee in, bring that hand down. Ground through the foot. Stand nice and tall, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Then reaching up for the sky. Exhale, hands come to the heart as we bend it forward, Uttanasana. An option here to pivot the feet out and sit down into our malasana, our yogic squat. If that's not accessible for the knees, then maybe just find that goddess squat because we're still keeping our hips open. So we want to open our hips, so whether you're in goddess squat or in your yogic squat, let's find 5 breaths and be present for 5 more breaths. Now from wherever you're at, we'll extend up to the sky, coming nice and tall. Keep those feet pivoted out. Let the hands come down. Nice job. And then we'll sink back down, whether you're in goddess squat or whether you're in malasana, sink it down. This time we're going to add a twist. So maybe if you're in malasana, that left hand comes down to the ground and the right arm goes up. If you're in goddess, left hand towards that left leg and the right arm up to the sky. A little twist. Good, guys. Exhale, bring that hand down. Right hand comes to the knee, and then the right hand kind of presses towards that knee, and the left hand goes up. And then exhale, bring the hands down, pull the shoulders up and back, straighten those legs. And let's pivot the feet towards the front of the mat, folding it forward, stepping back one last time to downward facing dog. And then from downward facing dog, 1 or 2 breaths there. And then when you're ready, let's find our child's pose. From our child's pose, we're closing the eyes, feeling some rest. Letting out a sigh. And then whenever you're ready to come into Shavasana, just rolling forward on your stomach and coming down to the back. And on your back, anything that you might want to offer before coming into rest, whether it's a happy baby, or knees to the chest. Or legs up the wall. I know one of you loves that. Whatever you need to offer a little bit of loving kindness to yourself before our Shavasana. Relaxing the low jaw, letting gravity just let your jaw fall wherever it may. Let the shoulders rest down into the floor. Let those glutes rest in the backs of the legs. Just sink into the floor. As the earth supports us and holds us. As the shoulders relax into the floor, the chest relaxes a little more, and maybe our breathing has a little more ease. Maybe it doesn't, maybe it does. Now perhaps bringing one hand to the stomach and one hand to the heart. And as we transition to our loving kindness meditation, you're welcome to lie on your back. But if you want to come up to a seat, you can come up to a seat. Whatever you feel is going to nourish yourself. We might go a couple minutes past 12:50. We started a couple minutes late. With your hand on your heart and your chest, your stomach, whether you're seated or lying down. Just saying to yourself, may I be filled with loving kindness. May I be at ease. May I have peace. May I be loved. And now bringing to your mind someone that you love very much. It can be a pet or a person. It can be living or past. Extending it to them. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be at ease. May you have peace. May you be loved. Now bringing to mind someone with whom you feel neutral, and just have a passing relationship with, perhaps. And And say to them, to that person, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be at ease. May you have peace. May you be loved. Now bring to mind someone with perhaps you maybe have had difficulties or are having difficulties. Or maybe someone that you're not very fond of. It can be someone that you know or someone that you know of. Even if it's difficult, we'll extend it to them. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be at ease. May you have peace. May you be loved. Your next breath, fill your entire being with loving kindness for yourself. Let it go, filling your space with loving kindness. Exhale. Inhale. Om Shanti. 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 Om. Namaste.